The Seahawks had the best corner and press coverage last season, and no one seemed to notice. An interesting stat dropped from the folks over at PFF recently, showing Tre Brown was the best press cover corner in the NFL last year, at least the highest coverage grade when targeted out of press. When you see this stat, it draws out certain questions, like why didn't PFF have Tre graded higher last year? Why didn't he feel this dominant on the field? And also, why did he lose snaps to Michael Jackson in the games at the end of the year? Through the early part of the schedule last year, Tre was showing signs of tapping back into that solid prospect we saw in 2021 when he was having a strong rookie campaign before major injuries struck. 2022, he was just trying to get back to full form, and last year early on, he seemed to be emerging. There was the Lions game in week 2, where on back-to-back plays, he helped change the whole course of the game. First getting a sack on a corner blitz, and then a pick 6 on the very next play. He came back in week 6, snagged his second pick, and came up clutch at the end of the game, knocking the ball away in tight coverage against T. Higgins, allowing the defense to give the offense a chance to go out there and win the game. There were other solid moments, but his plays started to fall off, and his biggest issue rose to the surface: tackling. Tre is a dog, but missed tackles are an issue. His 30 3/8-inch arms sometimes just can't wrap up. He had almost a 20% missed tackle rate last year, and it was the main reason he was scuttled in favor of Michael Jackson. Usage is also a factor as to why Brown's impact wasn't better felt. While he was technically the best press cover corner in football, he only spent 38% of his coverage snaps in press last year. Not total snaps, mind you, just 38% of his actual coverage snaps. Let that sink in. You saw this as well with Tariq Woolen, who was rated as the best man cover corner in football by PFF last year, but was played in that coverage sparingly. The new coaching staff will be sure to utilize better what Tre does best, but the key to any kind of ascent will hinge on his ability to improve as a tackler. That's the hardest part to be sure about. I don't question his effort, as he does his best and he is a dog. You just get moments where his smaller size and shorter arms can't get the job done. And yet, Tre Brown has flashed top-level coverage skills. Less off coverage, more press may find Brown more effective, especially as he now heads into a contract year. At the forefront of new head coach Mike Macdonald's philosophy is to accentuate what the players do best. A small adjustment from the prior regime that may bring about bountiful rewards and brown out the rest of the NFL. My name is Brandon Kane. This is the Hawks Nest. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. But beyond all that, don't you ever forget, go Hawks. Hawks.